So things on Twitch have been really, really, really gross and creepy, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. And we're going to take a look at a video that illustrates what I'm talking about, and I will put the link to the full video in the description. We're just going to take a look at the first little bit about it and see just how shitty and shady and slimy things are behind the scenes, and it's worse than bigger than the Dr. Disrespect situation. And we're just gonna get into it. You can see the video here on the screen. We're just gonna get into this, and yeah.
Former Twitch employee, the Dr. Disrespect situation. I don't think most people have an idea of how bad things were behind the scenes at Twitch. I literally worked in the department that had access to most of the data and information. I saw private whispers, which are their form of DMs, and it was literally my job to investigate daily. I saw things every single day that I wish I never had to see. I always advocated for being a good human, always expressed with heavy emotion on my stream how Twitch let kid diddlers.
Whoa! Kid diddlers.
Diddy 2.0, whatever word you want to use.
Bad boys.
Yeah.
Bad boys. Oh, preach. Oh, preach. You're spicy today.
Yeah, bad boys. How Twitch let bad boys run free.
Jesus, Abba.
I like that. I like
Bad
that.
boys is fine.
We call them bad boys now.
Take that.
All right. Bad boys with young boys. That just sound like rapper groups.
Jesus, dude. But before we go any further, this person is a former Twitch employee that Abba is reading from. And they are saying that they had access to Twitch Whispers, which means there is a department of people that are reading Twitch DMs. Which begs the question, how many social media platforms and streaming platforms that have the ability for private messaging have departments that are reading your private messages? Because I'm very sure that it is not just Twitch that is monitoring, quote, private messages. But let's carry on.
I'm just realizing, bro. Rapper groups are weird names. He said, I signed an NDA and afraid to get in trouble, but I have to say something. It's been bothering me for so long. These sick F words don't deserve to be free. Sorry, it's pretty vague. I'm literally afraid for legal and safety reasons. Wish I could explain more, but I wanted to let you guys know half the shit you assume is probably true. Of course, I reported everything when I saw it directly to authorities within minutes. It's highly illegal to save anything related to these cases. Look up CSAM laws.
Yeah, how are you supposed to save any evidence of wrongdoing against minors yourself to bring to authorities without becoming implicated yourself in CPRON, like as a byproduct of trying to gather evidence? If you are like somebody that's working in social media departments or something like that.
Let's just pray investigations complete and creeps are held accountable. Okay. So, that was the initial message. And one of the replies says, your job was to go through streamers' private messages. I mean, I'm sorry there were so many shitty people that did unspeakable things, but I don't feel comfortable knowing someone was going through my private messages. I just want to touch on this for like 2 seconds.
I agree. I agree. I don't like that. I don't like your messages are supposed to be your messages. There's a reason that there are public like replies and then private messages. They're supposed to be private.
Okay. Any private correspondence you make on these social media apps is monitored. They're monitoring it for, potential terror stuff. They're monitoring it for prawn things. They're monitoring it for keywords that alert the authorities. How do you think so many people get caught? And most of the people who do these kinds of crimes don't use these messages. Why? Because everything is monitored.
That is a good point. That is the good point. If you're using a social media application, you you should expect that your social media message, even the ones that are not like public replies, you should expect that they're monitored. Now, if Samsung, for example, or Google were monitoring your text messages, or Apple or something were monitoring your text messages, that would be a different story. That would be a huge, huge, huge problem. But for me, what's a huge, huge problem is the very limited, what seems to be limited anyway, response that authorities seem to take to actual real crimes online versus like the quote hate speech, the quote harassment. Like, we see so many stories of people getting spoken to by the police for a mean tweet in especially like the UK and stuff, but we don't hear of major child trafficking busts. We don't as often as we should. And I don't understand why authorities kind of let the like grooming aspects of this stuff kind of fly under the radar until it's too late.
And I'm pretty sure it's in the terms of service. There is no right to privacy when it comes to what you post on these social media apps. So this is for all the viewers watching. Yo shit is not private. They are going through filters and algorithms and AI where they're looking at stuff and they're trying to find keywords and things like that. And then when they do, they sift through it.
It's not private messages. It's less people messages. Private messages really
less people messages. That's a great way of putting it. Preach. That's a great way of putting it. Less people messages. I like that. It's not private messages. It's less people messages. That's a good way of putting it.
And the reason I'm not surprised is because prior to 2017, I was working under NDA myself in a hotel, and I've seen some stuff.
What kind of hotel?
5-star hotel.
What does that mean?
That means that, well, you know, it's the stars were there. There's
Super
people
fancy.
So celebrities and
famous people and people that got money.
Yeah.
Right. And you have to sign a waiver, NDA, and you cannot talk about things that happen in the hotel 2 years after you don't work there no more. You can't talk about it while you work there.
But you can talk about it now.
Now I can talk about it.
So that's why the Twitch employee is now coming forward and talking about the things that he read in the whispers, because he's no longer working for Twitch. And while he was working there, he had signed this NDA, and this was probably the same reason why Cody Connors was so vague about the Dr. Disrespect thing 4 years ago, but now he isn't silent about it. And I think that is probably the main reason, because I know that a lot of people are like, well, why now? Why is he talking now? Like, is this just like a clout chase thing? No, this is because he's not working at Twitch anymore and the NDA is through. And so that's why everything is coming out now.
Start naming names.
Okay. Well, whenever...
I was joking. You gonna name names?
I was like, name names. Preacher's like, okay. He's like, wait, what?
You about to drop names?
Hey.
Do you have any proof of anything you're claiming?
No. You want to name names? Still want to do that because we're liable. There you go. So I'm not going to name names.
There you go. See, there you go. And That's the problem with these allegations, is because saving any of this as evidence will get you like it will get you hit for the wrong stuff when you're trying to just get yourself, like, you're just trying to gather evidence to help. You're getting yourself in trouble. So for me, I feel like this whole Twitch thing is gross. I feel like maybe Twitch should have done more. Amazon should have done more. Especially if you've got access to private whispers and private messages. I just feel like this is a bigger problem than just Twitch. I feel like on every social media platform, we have these underbelly areas of seedy, shady people doing horrible things. And I really feel like the social media companies that are obviously monitoring these things, these messages, these posts, because Abba's right, they are. They're not doing enough to report it. And I know that they're worried about getting themselves in trouble with the free speech crowd, but quite frankly, they don't seem to care about the free speech crowd because they're constantly banning shit that shouldn't be banned and allowing shit that's just abhorrent. So there's a larger problem here with the social media and the culture behind what's allowed on social media. And I feel like that needs to be addressed more than, picking on a specific platform like, oh, Twitch is so bad because of the Dr. Disrespect thing. Because I know that's about to happen, right? I know it's about to happen that Twitch is going to be, shit on again because, they allowed the whole Dr. Disrespect situation, and look at all these things that are coming out about what's on Twitch Whispers. But it is totally not just Twitch, and we need to stop with the platform blaming and just start calling social media platforms to account for not reporting the pedophilia and the CPRON and the grooming, because we know they have access to the evidence, and as a corporation they have the ability to turn it over to the correct authorities and say, hey, in our monitoring and data tracking efforts we have discovered this, here, you deal with it, and not get in trouble. So what the hell why is it not happening? I'll put the full link to the Abba and Preach video so you guys can watch the original because they're awesome. And go subscribe to them if you haven't. But like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below with your thoughts on this whole situation. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.